That'll do. So it's been a little while. It's been, what, 11 days or something since I last uploaded a video, which is kind of crazy. I got so into the swing of uploading videos like twice a week for a little while, and then I just haven't uploaded anything since all of this really crappy coronavirus stuff has been happening. I think everyone is in the same boat, or most people are in the same boat, where everyone's motivation has just gone downhill. It started off with me being so just excited to not even have more time. This is the thing. I have always worked from home anyway, so my job hasn't changed. I now don't have to like start working from home when I usually don't. I've always worked from home, so for me, my routine has just not changed. Like, I don't usually, on a normal day when there isn't a lockdown, I usually don't go out very often anyway. I have like rehearsals on a Tuesday, and then I have maybe book club every couple of weeks on a Saturday or Sunday, and that's it. Unless I make other plans, those are the only times that I actually have things scheduled for me to go out the house and do. So really, my actual routine has hardly changed. But when the UK was told that we actually have to be inside, like we have to make sure that we stay indoors as much as we can, people were just like saying how much spare time they're gonna have because they now don't have anywhere to go, or especially people where they can't do their jobs at all, like they can't even work from home. My sister is one of those people. She works in like a bakery cafe. That's obviously not a job you can do from home, like it's a cafe. So she's now just not working until this whole lockdown is done, and she doesn't know what to do with her day. So it's people like that where they're just like, their whole routine's been thrown up in the air. But for me, it just hasn't changed that much. But I still felt like I had so much extra time to get stuff done. So I was like, I can do stuff around the house I've wanted to do for ages. I can start getting all my hobbies and projects and stuff started properly, and I can do so much writing and stuff. I don't know why, because my routine has not changed. The only extra time I have is like the occasional couple of hours where I might be at rehearsal on a Tuesday and now I'm not, or I might go into town to Waterstones for my book club every other weekend, which I'm now not doing. So it's very strange, but my productivity has just gone downhill. I've just realised the Chromecast is on my TV and it's currently bright pink, and you can see how pink my face is. I'm gonna turn it off. That's better. Yeah, so, what was I saying? By the way, this is not gonna be an interesting video for anyone. I just thought because I haven't uploaded in a while, I would just have a quick sit down chat, just a little casual catch up, and I can actually upload something on my channel so it's not dead. That would be great, because at the moment I have no motivation. Hooray! I have so many video ideas. I had videos planned, like I kind of scheduled, I have a calendar where I schedule all my video ideas. I had so many ideas planned and like scheduled for when the videos were going to go out, so I knew I could film them and get them up on time. I haven't done a single one of them. I need to catch up with my Harry Potter reviews. I said I was going to do those once every 2 weeks. That isn't happening. I had so many different ideas of things that I was going to do that I just started planning or whatever. They haven't seen the light of day yet. And yeah, all I want to do is just do things that aren't useful in any way. I've spent all my time just playing Animal Crossing, and Disney Plus is something that has also graced our presence in the UK, finally. After so long, after it being released in America, we finally have it here in Britain. And I have now decided that I'm going to spend my time watching every single Disney animated classic. There are currently 58, I think. There's another one coming out this year, making it 59. But there are currently 58. Going up to Frozen 2, there are 58 Disney animated classics. And I have not seen a lot of them. Like, people are always surprised by some of the films I haven't seen. I've never seen The Little Mermaid. I've never seen things like, The Lion King, I think I've seen like half of. there are so many classics that people are always surprised I've never seen. So I decided, now that Disney Plus is a thing and I have all of these films at my fingertips, I am going to watch every single one of them from the beginning. So from Snow White, which was 1927 or something like that, right up to Frozen 2, whenever it comes onto Disney Plus, which is apparently going to be like July or something. I'm going to watch every single one and review them completely honestly on my blog. Like what I think of them now as an adult, and like if I've seen any of them before, which obviously I definitely have, then I'll just review them as if I'm watching them for the first time or whatever. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing my reviews for all the Disney films, then you can head over to my blog. At the moment, I have watched 5. I think I've watched 5 films. I watched Snow White, and then next was Pinocchio, and then Fantasia, and then yesterday I watched Dumbo and Bambi. I couldn't have picked 2 more depressing films to watch back to back. It was a fun experience. I did not remember at all. Bambi was one I've seen as a kid, and I did not remember how flippin' depressing that film is. It's literally all about death and hunting and destruction. And then I also watched it back to back with Dumbo, which also isn't a very happy film. So it's been an interesting experience. I'm kind of excited to carry on with the films. I might watch another one tonight, I might not, I'm not sure. But yeah, so if you want to see my reviews of all the Disney films, then head over to my blog and they will all be there. There's a list. If you go to wonderfullybookish.co.uk/index, I'll put it at the bottom here, then I have a whole tab on my index page that is just a list of all the films I'm going to be watching, and as I review them I will link to my reviews in that index, so you don't have to like trawl through my blog to find any posts. Another thing I wanted to say is that my reading has just gone downhill as well. I did so well. Like this year, I've done so well with what I've been reading. I have read so many books and I've just loved so many of them. I've had some favourite books. It's been a really good start to the year. And now it's pretty much almost April. What's the date today? 29th of March. So it's practically April. And I don't actually know what I've read this month, if anything. I'm just going to quickly check my Goodreads, because I actually don't know what I have read this month. It's been a really crap month for reading. Maybe the start of the month was alright, but I don't know. I just, every time I pick up a book to read it, I just think of the new Disney film I could be watching, or I think of the next episode of Jeff Goldblum's series on Disney Plus that I could be watching. Disney Plus has ruined my reading. Thank you, Disney. Maybe I'll make that the clickbait title. Disney Plus has ruined my reading life. Okay, I have read 3 books in March. That's it. And they were all before the 10th of March. I haven't finished a book since the 10th of March. That's 19 days I haven't finished a single book. That's awful. I'm gonna do, in a couple of days, I'll be uploading my typical, monthly wrap up for the month. But I'll quickly go over what I've read now, because why not? We're having a little catch-up, little cosy catch-up, why not? I read Run Rebel by Manjeet Man, and that was for a blog tour. I'll put the link below, that was really good. And then I read A Pocket Full of Stars by Aisha Bushby, and I read that for my YA book club in Waterstones. The last one that we actually did before the lockdown. We planned another like 2 months worth of book clubs. We had all the books ready and everything, and then this happened, so that kind of sucks. And then I read This Is How You Lose the Time War. Very popular at the moment. I didn't like it, which I feel like is very sad. I wanted to like it a lot. I feel like it's a very unpopular opinion how much I didn't like it, but I need to do a whole review of it at some point. That will be coming. I won't give you a date, because if I give you a date, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I need to just get back on my reading. Maybe I can try and finish at least 1 more book before the end of the month. I've got like a couple of days left. I am currently reading The Goblet of Fire. This is the next Harry Potter one I'm currently reading. I think I wanted my Goblet of Fire review to be up by now, and if you can see my bookmark, this is how much I have read. I have read 100 pages, and there are like 617. So I'm not finishing that in the next 2 days. That's not going to happen. However, one that I could try and finish, even though I haven't read a lot of it, it could be a quick read, is Pages & Co. It's the second Pages & Co. book by Anna James. Really enjoying it so far. I have read 96 pages and it is like 390 something. I've pretty much got 300 pages of it left, but because it's like a kind of middle grade book, there's not a lot of text on each page, so it's a quick read. I wonder if I can try and finish this before the end of the month. Maybe I should do this tonight instead of watching more Disney. That might be a good idea. I don't really know what else to talk about. I don't want this to be massively long. I don't know, how have you been? How are you feeling with all of this stuff that's going on? I hope you're not too affected by it. Yeah, let's just have a nice chat in the comments, or I don't know, find me on Twitter and we can talk there. It's a really crap time for everyone at the moment. Even if you're not directly affected by all this coronavirus stuff, everyone is affected by it in some way, whether it's like just trying to adapt to a new routine or just I know a lot of people are just struggling mental health wise just because it is such a weird time. Like, it's just such a weird, stressful time that we're not used to. Everything's thrown up in the air and like there's constantly bad news coming out, and it kind of annoys me that news sources are only for bad news. Like, I'd love to see all the good news. There are so many good stories about all this coronavirus stuff. There's things where like elderly people are coming out of hospital and they've recovered and they're doing really well, and there's stories of like all the people that are just being heroes, and those are the stories that aren't being shared by news sources, and it kind of sucks. Like, all the news we're getting is just death, and we just see like charts of the cases just rising, and it's very depressing and horrible. Just try and find some of the good news. If you're not feeling too great about it, just try and find some of the good news. I might even put some screenshots on the screen of some of the good news, or I'll link to some good news in the description too. So if you want a bit of a pickup and you want to see some of the good sides of what is happening right now, rather than all the just really depressing stuff, then have a quick look in my description and I will try and put some positive links just to kind of pick you up a little bit. So I'm going to end this video by, I thought I would give you a really quick little Animal Crossing tour, because Animal Crossing is all the rage at the moment. It's so funny because I've added so many people on my Switch so I can see if they're like, I can visit their islands and stuff, and every time I go on there's like at least 4 or 5 people online and they're all playing Animal Crossing. I love it so much. It's just it's one positive thing that is, I think, helping people get through all this is having Animal Crossing. It's just such a pure, fun game, and I love it so much. So I've been playing since midnight on the 20th of March when it came out. So I've been playing for like 9 days now, and I've done quite a bit. I keep spending way too long on my weekends and evenings and whatever, just kind of decorating my island, and I've spent, I don't even know how long. I'm going to be interested tomorrow to see how many hours I've actually played, because on the Switch it shows you how many hours you've played, but only after you've played for like 10 days, I think. This is what I was trying to find out, because at the moment it just says like played 9 days ago, but I really want to see how many hours I've actually played, and apparently according to Google you have to be playing for like 10 days and then it starts showing you your hours. So it'll be interesting to see how many hours I've actually played already on Animal Crossing just in the past 9 days. Yeah, so this video is getting a bit longer than I wanted it to. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my Animal Crossing island. So if you're interested in that, then keep watching. If you're not, then you can click away, that's fine. And I will see you soon. Okay, so I don't have any fancy screen recording software, so I'm gonna go with this. It's also not an ideal time to be trying to record this because it's night and also pouring with rain, so that's fun. But here we go, let's do this anyway. So here's me. This is my little house. This is what I look like. I have a yellow roof. It's all very cute. So we come out of here and I have these paths. These paths, by the way, are just not that. If you go into your Nook phone and come to your custom designs, you can select one and then you can do display on ground. So that's what I've been doing with my paths. I've seen a lot of people asking about that on the Discord and stuff. When they come and visit me, they're like, how have you done paths? So that is how. I've just got a little table here and a house. Another house. I have some flowers. This is my town hall and Abel is here today. My fruit is cherries, but I've also managed to pick up a few other fruits from friends and things like that. So yeah, I have a plot here. My favourite villager ever, Kiki, was on one of the islands that I went to visit and I asked her to move in, and that's super exciting. I love Kiki so much. So that's cool. And there's like a fire outside her house. And then we have Antonio's house at the end here. And then we come down and there's a torch. I've put a couple of things on the beach. And we come across the bridge and I have another house here, another fire, and another house. And I don't think I've really done much with this bit of beach. I've got a little lighthouse next to my little pier. But yeah, over this side, I don't think there's much else happening. So let's go somewhere else. Okay, so we come back to my house. When you carry on past my house, there's a beach here. I've got some street lamps that are looking really cute. I want to try and put them all the way up this path. So they'll go all the way up here. I've then done a little walled off area that I really like. I only did this yesterday and I really like it. So you kind of come into this little park and I'm starting to build a dinosaur there. It's an iguanodon. There's a long story behind it, but I will be building one there. There's a little pond, which I kind of want to get rid of at some point if I can, later on in the game, once you can start doing that. And another path that comes back to the plaza. Done a little like marketplace stall, and then up here we have Tom Nook's shop and a little fountain, and then we have the museum. So yeah, I really love this little park area. I just kind of walled it off and then just made like a little park area, and I really like it. So when we come out, I have a bridge that I only just finished yesterday, which is kind of great, and then we come to my campsite. No one in it yet, and I just added a couple of things there on the beach. By the way, I got this sign in case you're interested in getting this campsite sign. You can get it by connecting your Animal Crossing Pocket Camp with this game. So if you've played Pocket Camp, you get a few like free things. So do that. So here's a quick look at my house so far. It's just a little cozy room. I have my desk and my bed and a little sofa. Got a little like clothes area here, which is just quite cute. And then we go through to what is starting to become a little kitchen, which I think is quite cute. So there you go. That's my Animal Crossing town tour. That was a bit mediocre. I couldn't film it very well. I don't know what this is going to look like when I actually get it on the computer, but there you go. I want to hopefully do a better one at some point, because this was just a quick one just to show you what my town looks like. So there you go, there was my Animal Crossing tour. I hope you liked it. Let's just chat. Let's just chat about the good things. Let's talk about Animal Crossing. Are you watching anything on Disney Plus right now? Are you subscribed to it already? And also, I'd be interested to know what villages you have in your Animal Crossing town, because that is clearly the important thing. So if you watched until this point, then thank you. It was just a video full of me rambling. I'm just trying to get back into making videos again, because if I don't sit down and just do a quick update like this, I feel like I'm just gonna be forced too much into like trying to come up with creative video ideas, and I feel like I'm just not in that mindset at the moment. So I will get back to my actual book videos at some point, but until then, I'm just going to be playing Animal Crossing and watching Disney films. I hope you're okay, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're not too affected by all of this stuff that's going on. And yeah, just let me know if you want to talk. I'm always happy just to sit and have a chat. I'm a good listener. So I will see you soon with a new video, and I hope you're well. Bye.